Well, some of us are not God's favorite.
It's not good.
I would love to not have a period.
Yeah, it's
But
the
not because of
hormones you
pregnancy.
need. Like that's the issue. You need the hormone.
The lack of estrogen will make you kill people. Or is that too much estrogen?
I think it's both.
It's both.
Oh, like if it's not leveled?
Yeah, you want to kill people.
I'm pretty sure even when it's leveled, they might want to.
Like,
yeah.
But you just can't blame it on hormones then.
Yeah. I gotta blame it on something. Like,
blame it on brain chemistry. They're not measuring that in people. So
yeah, I'd be like,
it's my lack of dopamine.
I do have lack of that. So,
there you go.
Although, like, I don't think you can use that as a defense. I don't think it's like one of the recognized.
So be the first.
Be the first. I would need a really good lawyer.
Yeah.
I was watching TV a little so we did a How to Get Away with Murder episode way back when. And I learned a trick and I think it might work. Like they made it sound like it would work. So I want your opinion.
Okay.
So the serial killer like put so much DNA in the scene by like getting like tarps and needles and stuff from like the hospitals, like use things. So like
and overwhelm the system.
Yeah. And then so they weren't able to say whose DNA is the killer's. So like, do you think that would work in real life?
No, because they would cross-contaminate. They would they would obviously get a list of everyone's DNA. And then they would cross over who would be related or know the victim first. So if there was anyone in that list.
It's a serial killer. It's a serial killer.
So random kill.
But like my DNA would be on Kyle's.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, because I'm his wife, you know? Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, first I'm going to say hi, listeners. Hello,
hi.
listeners. Hi. I actually have a question, and then I will give you my answer. Who was killed? Like, what was their socioeconomic status? What were is it white people? Was it a girl?
It was a white soccer mom.
White soccer mom. Okay. Depending where she is, I think yes, you could get away considering DNA labs don't work like they do in the movies and are years behind. So if they have to test every single one and then reach out to those people and then confirm those alibis and blah, 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 unless this is someone of affluence, but they're not going to do it. Murder solve rates are really bad when it comes to actual criminal crime evidence. Most of the time it's just they got a tip from someone.
Yes, I was talking to Kyle about that before. I'm like, cops are so stupid. Like, crime does not get solved like it does on TV. Like, never. It's always like they get lucky. Most of it is luck based, and and then a lot of DNA is not even in the system,
right?
Unless you do Ancestry, it's in the system. Sorry, like if you do your DNA test, it's in the system.
Yeah,
like it.
We had this discussion because I remember going, I don't care who has my DNA.
Me too. But now I'm like, I'm like, oh, I want to try and get away with murder, but now I can't. Like that.
Well, I can still.
Made.
You can. You just gotta be even sneakier about it.
That's what I mean. Maybe the tarp thing, and like the dirty needles. So they were like injecting these people with like dirty needles. So like they're even in the bodies had different DNA. Like so.
Yeah. I think it could work.
Yeah. What if it was my husband?
Well, you'd be already prime suspect. There. I know, but you'd be already prime suspect.
Yeah, but if it's all this other DNA and stuff. But that's the problem. Like my DNA would be there anyway. If they're going off of DNA and not actual evidence, my DNA would be there because we bone.
But then that would actually probably work better for you if they're then having all this other random DNA because they're like you like why would you put more random DNA knowing that your DNA would be there? Yeah, that doesn't make sense,
right?
So it must have been someone else trying to confuse us,
right? Yeah, I'm like distraught. Why are you asking me all these questions?
I don't even know what DNA means,
right? Like. Oh, I play a really good ditz, like, because my brain, I'm always like lost in my head. So often people are like, don't know if I know what's going on. So like I think if I just don't take my medication, I'll be okay. I'll be like, huh? What do you say?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You got a
Perfect.
plan.
How to get away with murder. Don't take your medication.
Don't take your medication.
Leave the ADHD meds at home.
Yeah. So hi everybody.
Hi.
We hope you enjoyed our best of episode. Still never missed a Friday.
Yes.
Woo. Jessica, I know what you're drinking because you just showed it, but you want to tell our listeners what you're drinking?
I have a dentist appointment at 8:30 tomorrow to check how my wisdom teeth holes are healing. So I'm actually just drinking Diet Coke tonight, not drinking hopefully this weekend.
Hopefully there's no I got work in the morning. I'm just drinking coffee.
I'm on my last day of antibiotics, so I'm just drinking ginger ale and water.
Woo!
Extra hydration.
We're fucking old. Remember when we started this podcast? Like,
I didn't have a
50-50?
job. What do you want from me? Like,
alcohol wasn't as expensive. Like,
all the schools were closed, so I didn't have to get up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
No. If
I
I
wasn't
quit,
getting sick I was getting sick every time.
Yeah, I was like, bitch, you kept getting COVID.
But nothing that needed antibiotics. Like, that's new.
Fair. Yeah. I'll quit and then I'll go back to drinking. Don't worry.
Yay! While you're building your house, just drink on the job.
Oh my gosh. And then, like, if you saw our Christmas present from Jessica, there is some nice build it safety tips that you guys should go watch.
Yeah, check out our Christmas variety show from this past December. That's where you can watch all of the don't do this.
Yeah,
tips.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get mistaken.
Like, it's been a week, like, since I've talked to you guys last. I think even before then, but like I've had like the worst week. Like I have bad stuff happen all the time, but like in 7 days, like 5 things have happened. It's the stars, the planets aligned, and then like
is it like Mars retrograde or something, or was it like Pluto?
There's all of them. There's like Jupiter, there's Saturn, there's Venus, there's Mars. They're all there. Like it's fucking.
They're all fucking targeting you. They're all just like
happening.
Yeah.
Like.
That sucks.
It was like, so like child number 3, like again, tried to like harm herself, like left a note and everything. And that was a fun run around and try and get her help. And then child number 2 tried to run away from home at 2:30 in the morning, a couple days after. And then I had to put my cat down. My favorite child, my dog, is like really sick. And like apparently I got herpes on my breast. Like it's just been like a really bad week.
Oh my god. Like I feel like if you just had the breast thing, you'd be able to handle it. But that's just like the straw that breaks the camel's back here.
I think that's stress herpes on your titties.
It could be stress. Like it happens, right?
Yeah.
Like I didn't wake up with it. And then I went for a shower before recording. And then I sent a picture of my titties to my friends here. And I was like, what is happening? What is going on?
Yeah, it's probably stress.
Yeah, it looks like a skin reaction. So
yeah, like they're blisters, like tiny little blisters.
Yeah,
hives.
I just told you, just warm compress, it'll drain it and you'll be good as rain.
Yeah, there's like no pain or anything. It's just
that's good.
Yeah, there's no itchy. That's what I mean. I was like, what the fuck is this? There was like no sign of it happening. It just happened.
Yeah, that sucks. Like shitty things suck, but shitty things suck more when they happen too close to other shitty things.
Yeah, like give me a week break. Like our kids cause a lot of issues for us like all the time. Like it's not their fault. And like at least like it's spread out. Like, that's nice.
It's like
But, like,
child number like 2 like gives me a week, and then child number 3 week, child number 4
Yeah.
kicks
They
in.
need to schedule their outbursts and
Right?
things.
And child number 1 just sleeps away, so it doesn't matter. Like
but like even child 1 has been having some like issue. Well, like that's like a seasonal kind of thing. Like it's been like -20, so like you can't even go out and play on the swings. Like it's been really garbage. But like I want to make fun of my child for a second, the one that tried to run away. So like we have alarms, okay, in our house. Like we know when someone tries to leave the house. We know when something else happens. Like our house is like a fucking prison. So like they're leaving the house. And Kyle like runs down his fucking underpants to take my child down.
To shit in the yard.
Yeah, to shit in the yard. And like we have like a long driveway. So this child comes back and they're like, I don't want to live here anymore. Okay, whatever. So the backpack, you know what's in the backpack? They're gonna go live in the woods. They're just wearing like a jacket and it's like -20. Okay. First of all, they would have frozen to death. They have a bottle of water and a handful of chocolate bars, and their laptop with charger. Like, what the fuck are you gonna plug it into, Cherie? Like, it's good to laugh now, but like, what were you going to live off of? Like, a handful of chocolate bars and a bottle of water. And like, they didn't have gloves. Like, oh, and they had their pillow. Like, so at least they had something to rest their head on. No blanket, nothing. Like,
if it gets cold enough, the pillow will freeze.
I know. I was like, oh. Like,
oh no.
And like, this child is my genius child. Okay? Like, that's like, out of all of my kids, they're the genius. Like, so.
Was it book smarts? I don't know. What's the street smarts scenario?
Zero. Like, my kids have no street smarts. I'm pretty sure neither does Kyle. Like, no. I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, so running away like that with like a half-assed backpack is definitely like a smaller child thing to do. Like, you don't think of consequences. So like, I'm like, oh, like maybe I missed that stage. No, they chose to have it at 18. Like, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Like, I remember running away from home with like a small backpack filled with chocolate bars. I think I was like 7.
Yeah,
like,
I was 5.
Yeah. Like, I feel like.
And how I ran away was I went downstairs to my grandma's apartment from my upstairs apartment. And that's where I ran away. And I slept at her house for the night with cats. That was my big plan.
Yeah.
And the next morning I went back upstairs, back home for breakfast. Like,
oh, to be young and naive.
Yeah. Ignorance is bliss. Like that. I'm gonna get at the thing here.
And my son's too comfortable. So I'm worried that when he gets older, he's not gonna want to leave ever. Like, his partner, whoever, is gonna be living with us. Like,
I feel like that's probably gonna happen anyway with like the way society is.
Yeah. Not for me though. My son doesn't even live here now. Like, he lives at his grandma's half the time, and then the other half he's at his girlfriend.
When you move into Annie's,
right?
Then he's not going to leave. Then he is
no. Well, he is, because he's going to college. He's going to be living in Toronto as of September. So
yeah, in student housing, and then he'll be done college. What's going to happen then?
He'll have girlfriends and friends, and he's going to live with them. Like,
right? He can like live with his girlfriend's parents, because again, he won't be able to afford to live on her own either. Unless his next girlfriend's 40.
Unless they start a polycule.
Yeah. That's what you need to fucking afford a place to live. Like,
monogamy in this economy? No, thank you.
Yeah.
Can't afford that.
Let's get this show on the road here. I don't want this one.
Well, then skip it. Do it again.
I don't have a
They'll
role
never
model.
know, except YouTube exclusive.
Yeah. I was like, I have to go through these ones. I'm like, some of these are stupid, and like you can talk like maybe 30 seconds about. Oh, okay, this one's a fun one. What obscure talent would make someone at the bar instantly attractive? Example, yo-yoing.
Yo-yoing, definitely. 100. Good example, because, like, yeah, like, I get it.
That was, like, from our Discord chat. That's where the example came from. So thank you, Discord.
Yeah, make sure to join our Discord if you want to be in on the conversations. And if you, you could see or hear, maybe you could hear, our picker wheel is running low on topics. So if there is something you want us to talk about, just let us know wherever you're listening, and we will.
We're down to 30. And then I have to actually try and come up with new ones. And I don't want to do that. So please help. Like that.
Please. Please. Okay, something someone could do at the bar that makes them instantly
just so, like, they're not like a smooth talker, they're hitting on you with a talent.
Yeah.
Well, like, I mean, this isn't like strange or whatever, but whenever like someone's good at karaoke, like I'm always like,
well, like, doesn't count. Your husband's a singer, like that's like,
so I have a type. I don't know.
That's like
not even good if you're confident in your whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Honestly, if someone came and sat beside me and was doing origami, I would be okay.
Fucking origami, yeah, like the skill it takes for fucking origami.
That's what I mean.
Finger control techniques,
which can benefit me later.
Right? Yeah.
What would they have to make? Like
like a crane or something, like some crazy.
Okay, let me see what the hardest thing to make in origami is.
All right. This, like, make a Tinder profile, be like, can you do origami? That is like the criteria.
Apparently the Ryuzin 3.5 paper dragon is considered some of the most difficult origami creations.
Who's judging this? Like, who's like,
I don't know.
This is the hard origami. Are they making it out of like napkins or like papers they find, or are they carrying a stack of origami paper with them?
Oh, like they're a master already.
Because I feel like that would be weird if they're like carrying the paper around the bar with them.
At first I was gonna say just whatever's lying around, and they're just like, yeah. But like if they also carried it, that'd be pretty cool too. I'm into weird people like that. So.
They're teaching origami at NASA. That's two things I like together: outer space.
There we go.
Now folding paper. If like someone's like, "Hey, I'm an astronaut," and then showed how they can like fold some paper. What?
Okay, how? Like, why?
It's so because things don't fit on rockets, so they need to make things smaller. Here, I'm gonna give you the link. I just know people here won't have it, but you know.
Well, I can add it to the description. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. So it's like NASA education resources. So NASA has like a free education.
I'm just imagining them like packing all their things, and they're it's like a fucking paper like it's whatever folded into a crane. They're like, here's your reports.
Like a hobo bag, but it's like
it's like, wow, NASA, like I don't really talent.
You know, like whose line is it anyway?
Yeah.
And like how they're like given a scene and then they're like hilarious.
Improv.
Yeah, I like that. Like,
but how could they do that coming up to you and hitting on you at the bar?
I don't know. They'd have to bring their friends. I don't know.
Now you're doing a group activity. Like
you're just sitting at the bar and these three men come over to you and they just say, "Give me an occupation."
Or like, what don't you say at the bus stop? You know, those kinds of things, right? So they're like funny.
Music's playing. They're like, what kind of occupation should we do? Like they're just trying to do a scene like in the middle of the nightclub. I don't know where we are.
There was one that's the funniest. Brady? What's his name?
Wayne Brady?
Yeah, if you're Wayne Brady. There you go.
Like he's a B Wayne Brady?
Yeah, like your talent.
He just came out.
Of where?
Of the closet.
The closet? He just came out.
He just came out. Yeah. He was hiding it because you can like lose jobs and shit if you come out still sometimes, especially if you're a man and whatnot.
What?
But I could. Yeah.
What?
I didn't even know.
I wasn't really shocked.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, I don't care.
Yeah.
You're Wayne Brady, but straight.
Yeah, I don't care. You could be gay.
Yeah, she's fall in love with the gay guy.
I'll make out with you anyway. It's
I don't
fine.
care. Like, yeah.
Gay
It
guys
wouldn't be-
make out
right?
nice. So
Yeah,
like,
it wouldn't be the first time a gay man has made out with a
girl
female.
for fun.
Yeah, for funsies. And then they make you like the best fucking omelet in the morning. Like it's
Because they actually look at you like people.
yeah, the aftercare.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I guess bartending. Like
Like the cocktail and
Oh.
dreams one.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I like that too.
The
Juggling.
bottle
I fucking-
slinging. It's bottle
Yeah.
slinging. I want to. Yeah. Yeah.
They do like the tower and then they pour or like all the shots, or they like
yeah.
It's mixologists
Or when
they're
they
the
like
ones that are
make
doing
the
it.
drink and it's so pretty.
Yeah.
Jessica, are you folding?
Yes.
No, I know what you're talking about.
She's folding my Valentine's for me. Okay. I told her I like origami, and now she's folding. She's like, I got Dawn's Valentine coming right up.
Are you trying the outer space one?
No, I can only origami one thing.
You're like trying to do it in secret. And it's like
With secret origami, guys.
it's like when you're in the bathroom and you're trying to open up your pad, and all of a sudden it's like the fucking loudest
But this
thing
one's
ever.
like,
I feel like there needs to be commercials where you're loud and proud about opening your menstrual stuff. Like you're like,
I
cool,
mean,
whoop. Like they're more.
I mean, I do. I don't really hide it, so
I know, but a lot of the commercials like shows like shame and kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like there needs to be more like everybody make noise, like it's cool, it's normal.
yeah.
The next time we see you in person,
Mm-hmm.
we will film our own
Our own commercial.
Yeah.
for period products.
of the
we'll make
different products you use.
opinionated Lushes period.
All right.
We'll make it where like we're all like handing something underneath like the stalls, and then we'll open it all together. Like taking
Okay.
shots.
Yeah.
Started with, I got my period. Anyone got anything? Then we all just
Pass this
hand it.
down. Pass this down.
What if you
Yeah.
use like reusable products? Like
We
you
can have
fucking
that
give
too.
you give somebody like a Dixie cup.
Yeah, listen, no.
Like here. It's clean. I didn't use it yet. I have a few days out. You can use it.
Maybe if you're carrying extra cups, then just hand it always fully wrapped so that they know
A
it's
fresh
sterile.
cup.
Yeah.
Although you should be washing it before you use it. You shouldn't use
Yes.
it right out of the package.
But you shouldn't use someone else's
right?
washed
There's
cup.
like so many like when you're in a public bathroom, maybe there's some things you shouldn't use, and that would be on the list.
Not everything should be public.
No.
Sharing
Oh,
is not caring in this ass. Like, no.
Is that a
Wait.
a food container?
It is. So I'll do this at the bar, and then I'll be like, "Oh, do you need to put something in your bowl?"
Like
Ah.
you want to put your number in it?
Oh yeah. I could also do the like cootie catchers.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
can
yeah, I
do
can do
cootie
those.
catchers. I could also make a boat, and then if you open it, it's a hat.
Oh, yes. I love
Paper
a sailor.
airplanes.
Airplane. Some of them. There's like Kyle like looks up like airplanes. I do like the basic. Kyle like needs to look up like what ends you should fold to like make it how far it can go. Like because
The aerodynamics of it.
yeah. Like I don't care about your science. Let me just fold my paper.
Yeah. Does it go across the room? It
Mine
flew.
won't. No.
Listen, as long as it goes past my face, like, that's all I care.
Yeah. It's doing better than Boeing right now, so it's fine.
Yeah. See,
My paper airplane's lasting longer. It's fine.
I could put this in outer space to bring back those people.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Outer space scares me. Like I could never be an astronaut.
Yeah, no. Like it's just being like a submarine person. But like worse, because when you like come back to Earth, you risk getting exploded. At least like with the submarine, going back to the surface, like if you didn't explode at the bottom, you're okay.
Well, as long as you don't come up too fast.
Yeah, because you'll implode.
Well, you'll get the air bubbles in your blood.
Oh, that too.
Then bleed out. So as long as you come up slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah. There's always risks, I guess, but I feel like there's less risks in submarines than there is in coming back to Earth from space.
I feel like it's more likely for like people to be able to rescue you if it's a submarine thing than like an outer space thing.
How would they rescue you out of a submarine?
Well, like it depending on where, like I'm not saying like submarine exploded or anything like that, but if for whatever something's going on with your submarine, as long as they can know where you are and can track you, they can come get you with another submarine.
Yeah, do they like use a magnet and come pull you up like a fucking arcade machine?
I guess.
I don't
or you
know.
just can hop out in your scuba gear and pick you up.
I don't think you could open a hatch in the middle of the ocean.
I don't know how it works. I don't know what kind
either.
of submarine it is. You're at least there, and I feel like there's more resources than like in space where you're just hoping maybe someone some way can get you.
I was in a submarine once and I fucking cried. We didn't even go underwater, okay? Like, I still cried. When I was 12 years old in a submarine, and I was like, I don't want to be here. I'm trapped. And I cried. And they told me to get over it. The adults I was with, I was in Navy cadets. So like, they're like, you're being ridiculous. I'm like, I can't breathe.
It's the claustrophobia and just like being inside this metal capsule that you can't get out when you want to get out.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was like, oh my God, if like we could die right now. And then there's like 10-year-olds. They're like, what? And they're like, calm down.
It's like that one ride you can go on at Niagara Falls, and you go in this metal like capsule thing. And I remember, and like there's the screen like plays about how you're going over the falls. And, yeah, and you go like underneath and the thing's all moving the whole time, you know, very virtual reality. And when you come out of it, it's like wet. So like it's like you actually were in it. And I went on that as a kid. And I freaked out because I was like, we're gonna be the ones that die. Like this is like we're gonna be those ones. And my dad wasn't much helpful. He just said, well, that guy went down in a barrel. I was like, thanks. Thanks, Dad.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah. Only went on it once.
Yeah. And like when your parents are like, we had a good life, you know, that's not very helpful. I guess. Yeah,
like, I didn't. You guys ruined it for me. It's just getting good now. Let me have this.
Let me out.
So yeah, I guess if anyone, not really like a talent or anything, but if anyone came up and they're like, yeah, I drive submarines or I go to space, I'd be like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not a talent you can show me, but like, yeah, tell me about your adventures, because I'm never going on them. Like maybe somebody that had like a really weird job, like looking for fucking, I don't know, slugs in the Amazon. Like tell me how you hunt slugs in the Amazon. Like that's who the fuck has it as a job? And is this guy Tim? You know, tell me, Tim.
like I know that would have to be a job, but I just never thought I would meet the person doing it, you know?
Right? Like
just cool niches.
Yeah. Yeah. Like what's your, like here I am, like I don't have a niche, I podcast. but everybody does that now.
I know. I was like, that would be something like that would almost be a red flag.
Right now,
yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I have a podcast.
Yeah, as soon as a man comes up to me and tells me it's a podcast, I'm walking the fuck away.
I'm like, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
Men and
If
mics don't go together.
If they say it's their job, that's the red flag. Like if you're doing it as a hobby, like, oh, I talk about comic books or whatever, but you're like, oh,
Slippery slope.
I am a professional podcaster.
It's like any man that says he's an entrepreneur.
He's
unemployed.
Yeah. He's living on his mom's couch in between jobs.
If he's in like real estate, it's a drug dealer. Like there's codes. We know the code words.
No, the pharmaceuticals drug dealer.
But like that's usually like their cover job is like, oh, I'm
accountant is sex worker.
Yeah, it's like we know.
Yeah.
Like my neighbor in Hamilton, he constantly said he was in real estate. I knew he was making meth in his basement. Okay, like we know. You never leave your house. Okay?
You're not as sleek as you like anytime someone says entrepreneur, I'm always like, of what? Tell me about your company. Tell me about it.
I'm retired. From what? You're 30.
Yeah.
How are you retired? Like, did you like win some money? Like, how
did
are you
sell it to Dragon's Den? Like, what happened? Yeah.
Like, how are you affording groceries? Like, and if he's like, oh, or if he's like, oh, I live with my mom, but it doesn't sound like that. I'm just helping her out.
No. I love it when they're like, I live with my mom. It's my house, but she lives with me. And I'm like,
then why are you in the basement?
Yeah. Like, why does you have the whole house here in the basement?
Why is the furniture wrapped in plastic? Like, that's not your
There's
house.
no sheets on your mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of pictures of you in your diaper when you were a baby, but like, you don't carry that in your house.
Like, I don't know. It's just so funny, the little lies that they're obviously telling themselves before they tell you.
They like practice in a mirror.
Oh God. This is what this episode is saying. It's like those men, if they went and they got good at anything, they would be doing better than they are now. Like if they got good at yo-yoing,
yeah,
you know, swimming in pussy is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Just pick up a talent.
Yeah.
I can flare my nostrils.
All I want is someone to fold the
right
paper, for fuck's sakes, and I'm all like, I'm yours.
Yeah, fold paper.
Fold paper.
Fold paper.
I always wanted to learn to do that like trick with like the cherry stem to like tie it in a knot.
Tie it with your tongue?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
that is
fake.
hot.
They hide like a real one, like they hide the knotted one in there, and then they just kind of like scoop it out. And
no, because they use their teeth too. What happens is like the way they twist it, and they hold one of the part of the stem, like the one half, with their teeth, and then they twirl it.
I'm sure there's people that fake it, and I'm sure there's people that maybe could do it.
Or like people that you can roll your tongue. I kind of like it's that. What the fuck is that?
The clover, yeah.
Look like a fucking whale.
For YouTube, you can watch us rolling our tongues for free. Yeah, no, I can do that, and then just the flipping, but I can do it both ways. So like,
oh, I can flip back and forth. I just can't like. I also can't whistle.
I can't whistle.
I can.
I know Domri can. And
she really loud too.
She could do like the job your finger. Don't do it.
That was low. That was low.
I know. And like I can't even like.
That's the best I got.
I can't do it this way though. I don't know why I can't, but I can do it that way.
I wanted to whistle my whole life. Like since I remember as a kid, like I used to pretend to do the whistle, and I would just be like, woo.
That's what I do. I'm like, woo, woo. And like growing up, like I could play like any instrument, but the flute. I can't play the flute. I guess maybe that's the same thing. Like I have an overbite or something, but there's people with overbite that can play the flute.
I have an overbite.
Sometimes helps the flute.
I don't know.
You have to overcurve your lip.
Yeah,
anyway.
like I can't blow the air properly. Like I just thought something I could have done, but I can like. I also can't do the trombone because my arms aren't long enough. But like I wasn't built that way. The flute was just like I just couldn't do the flute.
I couldn't do any of the brass instruments, really, the ones, trumpet and trombone and stuff like that. Yeah, I can't do that because it tickles my lips too much to do the like. It bugs me to do that for too long.
Oh, the sensory thing.
Yeah, it like tickles, like, and then I want to scratch my lips off my face.
Well, eventually they get numb, so you gotta like the first 5 minutes you fight through it, and then it's fine.
Stuck to my wooden reed instruments.
I like the wooden reed ones. The clarinet. I love the saxophone. The tuba. I loved the tuba. You know how fucking big the tuba is? So I used to be like 80 pounds, okay? Like I'm a fucking Skeletor with the fucking tuba.
Oh, we should just start our own like
Tubas?
Orchestra.
Oh no.
Dawn can be the conductor.
With her whistle?
Well, we all have like multiple instruments, and it's just you and me between like 20 instruments.
We look like those little characters from Whoville.
We're just like switching between tapping our feet, just doing it all. Yep.
Oh man,
that would be a talent. That would be really
that
cool.
Would I can't multitask. Like maybe if on medication, but like I'd be like, oh shit, where am I supposed to hit next? Like I can't dance, so I don't think I'll be able to play multiple instruments at the same time.
It's about practice.
So much practice where it's like second nature. It has to be the same routine over
muscle
and over
memory.
Again.
Muscle memory.
Yeah,
you won't even need the sheet music by the time we're through.
like it's great. Like people always say like muscle memory and stuff. You don't lose it or whatever. Like my signature is different every single time.
Same.
I write it. I'm like, is this supposed to be the same? Like, it's not.
It's not. I don't know how like people can tell when like someone forges a signature because it's never the same anyway.
Yeah, I feel like they're liars.
Well, a lot of celebrities, they like actually practice.
Yeah, they have a special signature.
Yeah, that makes it like their own. I find that mine is just based on the size of the box I'm writing it in.
Yeah.
And then if it's bigger, it'll be more like round and loopy. If it's like smaller, I'm purposely thinking about it more so it looks more legible.
Mine doesn't even look like letters. It's just scribbles. Like it's like a non-doctor. Like I'm trying to write my name. It just doesn't look like it.
There's some words or letters I just hate doing cursive, and J is one of them.
Oh yeah.
I like the capital J. Like when you're doing the capital one. I like that one. Yeah, I think it's cute, the capital J.
I hate it.
2 loops, pretty much. Like
if anything, I like the lowercase J because then it looks like a J with a dot, but the big one's like, I'm like, no, it's too much. It's too much.
My printing is like a mix. It's like printing and cursive together, and it's never the same. Like each word is like, say I'm writing first, like the word first, it will look different each time I write it.
Yeah,
so it doesn't make sense.
We need to get one of those the people that do judge handwriting, like the ones that can tell you about your personality based on your handwriting, and have them judge our like.
I like researched my handwriting or whatever, and there's like you're creative and indecisive. I was like, yeah, but how are you telling that with the handwriting? Like it, because like obviously I'm indecisive. It's fucking different every single time. Like it's not gonna take a fucking genius to like realize that.
I used to change my writing based on like how I wanted it to look. So I remember in like 7th grade, I was like, all these girls are doing such cutesy writing. I bet I could do that. And so like I would like, instead of doing the dot, I would do a full circle like on top of my eyes and
that's
stuff
what I
like
did
that.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes I still catch myself doing it. I still do it when I'm like writing colons. Like I'll do like full circle. And I'm like, oh, still looks cute.
It feels bubbly. I had a friend, looking back, it was probably like her autism, like stimming thing. And like she would just look at books and then write them out as like a calming thing. And like I would join her stimming. I was like, sure, if this is an activity you want to do, yeah. Like I was such a little follower. Why would I like that's not fun, but I was having a fucking blast. Like we would not talk to each other.
But it is kind of fun, okay? Because I used to do that with the Harry Potter books, and I'd go through and find passages, and then I'd write out the passage, and I would like create a list of all the books, and I would like go through and I'd be like, oh, I need to write this out so I could almost have like my own Hogwarts a history, and I would just be writing out like full 10-page things from the Harry Potter book.
She was just practicing her writing, like her handwriting was really
I was
neat.
just into Harry Potter, and that was how I did it.
It was like she just grabbed books, and then I'd be like, okay, cool, like this is what we're doing. Like other kids play video games, but this is what we're doing. And like I would have fun. I'm like, I'm hanging out with my friend. I'm just like
play.
Yeah, I'm just like a kind of person. Like I apparently don't have my own interests. I will do whatever the fuck you want to do and have a good time.
I notice you're kind of like that. Like if I would pick up a hobby or something, so I'd be like, okay, let me do it with you. I was like, okay, like
yeah, I just want to join in your enjoyment. Like
what's our hobby now?
I don't know. I feel like maybe that's like a way you can express your like love for someone else.
Yeah,
it's just like join in on their interests.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
feel like you should do that with, anyone you're in. Listeners out there, if you are having a relationship with anyone, whether that's romantic or otherwise, join in on their interests sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe not to Sonia's level.
Yeah, like you don't have your own interests. Yeah, I like growing up, there was but I didn't have anyone do the same interests as me. Like mine was like I loved video games and board games and not in comic books and reading. And not like I had one friend that enjoyed reading and we would read once in a while. But like mostly no, I was always interested in other people's interests. Like it was not that they were my interests, but like I was always doing other people's stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get that. Like I always like question like, am I into this thing or was it just me trying to connect with my dad? Like, am I actually into this or am I just trying to relive my childhood? Like it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to know yourself, really.
That should have been like, oh, you have autism. Like you don't have your own interests. You're busy. But I did have interests. Like I just only had my brothers who were also, or were those my brother's interests?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
See, we're on the opposite. Like, I could not get into other people's interests.
No, I know. Like, even when I try
but I'll hyperfixate on like something I like, and then I'll be like, I don't give a fuck what anyone else likes. Like,
yeah,
this is just me.
This is how I learned how to be friends with other people was because Dawn Marie was like, "Fuck you, let's talk about my thing." So like, like Dawn Marie's one of my first friends. So like, I grew up trying to people please. Marie, you bitch, you broke me.
Those are the two different types of autistics. The one who just follows, they don't make any decisions, they're just following what's going on, and the one that's taking charge, and you better follow in their parameters what's going on.
See, I was always meant to be a cult leader. Like, I just do it.
How come I haven't fallen into any cults? Like, I feel like I have that personality.
Yeah.
Why don't cults want me?
You would be their perfect target.
I know, like, okay.
And then I'd have to yell at you and be like, get the fuck out of there. Follow mine. Like, okay.
Okay.
We gotta go more places. We'll give them the opportunity. I feel like it's they haven't had the opportunity to reach out yet.
I don't go out enough, maybe. Like, I'm like, why won't they like me? Like, don't leave your house, bitch. Leave your house.
Oh, man. You know what? That would actually probably work on me at a bar if they came up to me and they're like, yeah, I'm part of a cult.
Yeah.
I would sit with them for a drink. I would want to talk to them. I'd have questions.
That's a great opening.
Yeah.
Or like it's one of those like, oh, I'm in a cult, ask me anything. Like they just like they start with like something like crazy about themselves, and then they're like, ask me anything. And you're like, fuck, okay, what do I want to ask? Give me a
Like I
minute.
escaped the mafia. Ask me anything. I'd be like,
can I buy you a drink? What are you drinking?
I'll buy you a drink. Get me into the mafia. Like that's what I want.
Yours is if someone came up and they're like, yeah, I'm in organized crime.
I would.
You're like, okay.
Let's get married. Like, what are we doing still here? Like talking. Like,
have you guys ever watched like pool, like billiards?
Yeah.
Yes.
And like people could do all those tricks and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like, oh cool, like show me your tricks. Like I would like fucking dance for me, monkey dance.
like 'cause when they like hop jump the ball.
Yeah, like
and
what the fuck
stuff.
is that? Like their math is good. Like it's all about math, right?
It's
And they're
angles.
like, yeah, and like you're just like, this is the force of this to get it like this and like this. I'm like, fuck, that's some good math.
yeah, I was gonna say it's math because the angles and
Yeah. I like
then-
math. Like I don't like doing math. I just like when people can do math.
And then they can like go up behind you and like show you how to like angle yourself all
Ooh.
sexy like.
the seduction.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Don't fucking touch me.
Just show me your pool tricks, monkey boy.
Yeah, don't touch
Across
me.
the table. Across the table.
We like as teenagers, we used to go to the billiards like all the fucking time. And I am shit. So I would just cheat and like I would like make up rules and like people never questioned me. And like now to this day, when I like recently, not recently, it was like a fucking year ago, I visited old acquaintances and I still played pool like that. So do they. They have adapted to my rules. And now it's like just a way everybody plays.
You
Like
should just start like your own pool league with
Like-
Sonya's rules.
Like basketball,
yeah,
Like,
exactly
yeah.
like basketball. Yeah.
but pool
Yeah.
because I can't play. It like I have to, like it gets stuck on my hands, like the the stick,
Yeah.
and like it hurts. Like it like there's
When the
too much
wood
friction.
rubs. Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I need like a silk pool stick.
Well, maybe that's part of the rules.
Keep
And
doing like
Sonya's
jerk
rules.
off. I need it to be silk.
The ends
you
are
do.
all dildos. Like it's kind of wobbly too. Makes it even harder to get like a straight.
Oh my god, that's
shot.
fantastic! It's cool with dildos, like fucking big ass alien ones. They're all like fluffy, and you gotta try it. Oh, that's
there you
perfect.
go, Sonya's rules.
Oh,
I want
I
to play
got-
dick pool now.
yeah.
Dick pool.
And then like if you get the 8-ball in, it's like I came. Like that's what you do.
You have to like a rifle. Like you gotta like. And like, you gotta, like boop, at the top.
Instead of chalk, it's like lotion. You have to like lotion
Yeah.
it up.
lube. Oh no. Oh my god, imagine going to like a billiard hall with your fucking fifth dildo like
You're like, it's okay. I brought my own. She pulls out your personal cue.
we're part of a league, okay?
They're all wearing team shirts. We do the pool balls, but we like they'll have little nipples on them, so they're just like rolling boobs.
Or they're like floppy testicles too, depending
I was
on the
gonna
ball.
say testicles, yeah.
Like they're not perfectly round at all. Like they're
Okay.
so-
They're all
so- they're all like oval, like one's bigger than the other.
oh my god.
It's not the 8-ball, it's the 69 ball.
Yeah, there's just so many different types of balls. Like,
Yeah. All the
Blue
sex
balls?
numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue balls.
just try to get them in with your floppy lubed up. Like it's less like pool, but more like fucking like table hockey because like you gotta like whip it like a little rat tail.
Oh my god.
Oh man. No, this will be good. Let's market it.
Market it.
We'll put it at the Opinionated Lushes strip club.
Yeah.
So, see?
Dick pool.
Dick pool. Dick pool tournaments every Sunday.
Oh my god.
Win your
Dick
own
pool
dildo.
Tuesdays.
Like, yeah, we can have like, yeah, different sizes. So we'll have like one that works for you.
Weight classes, like if you're able to pick up something heavier, like you need, like it's like you can have like a tiny little one. What do you think it should be? Should it be like if you have smaller, like less strong arms, should you have like a more girthy dildo? I think you should.
I think they should all just be different lengths, weights, and sizes,
Yeah.
and then you just pick what one works best with your technique. Because I feel like some people, like a girthier one, will have less wobble. You know what I mean? It might hold steady, but then it also might be too clunky to get some of
It'll
the
be
side
like way
shots.
more and like
Yeah. Or like if you get one in, like there's this like gummy worm ones, you know, the double ended, and it's like a gummy worm thing. And if you get a ball in like with that, it's like extra points because like the difficulty level is like 10.
Yeah.
And like 'cause it's so awkward, and you just gotta like kind of like woo lasso it and get it in.
Okay. Idea for the pool table. Okay.
Okay.
Around every hole is like little legs propped up. So it's like the hole is like the vagina, you know?
yeah.
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 Pockets. They're pockets.
They're pockets.
And then
pussy
like
pockets.
oh, and
That's
it
what
has
we'll call it.
Yeah,
called-
pussy pockets and dick pool.
like and it could be like balls deep. That's what it's called. The game is called Balls Deep because you got to get the balls deep in.
There
like-
you go. There you
There
go.
you go.
Fucking
market it.
market
Balls
it.
deep in the pussy pockets.
Yeah, the game is called Balls Deep.
Oh, we gotta. Now I need to like. I can't make a pool table, so I need to get a pool table and then I can decorate
Makeshift?
it. Yeah, makeshift it.
Like it's how people like make board games. They like get all the pieces from like real board games, but then they like design their own using those pieces. And then
Yeah.
like they get little children from China in the factories to make it for them.
Yeah, they make the prototype and then
Yeah.
I have one of those Clone-A-Willies that I got when Chris was going on tour for like 4 weeks, and I never ended up using it. So
I have one too, and I feel like might have gone bad by now, but like I have the kit and I have not used it yet. It's been like
I think
years.
you have to like. I think it's still good. It's probably still good.
Right?
I'm just saying-
Day. I know what I'm buying, Dave.
I'm just saying the first prototypes of our dick cues, because they're cues,
Yeah.
they're pool cues. So our dick cues will be
Our husband's
using our
genitalia.
husbands.
Oh my god, I feel like mine is cheating because it'll be so tiny. Like
No, but
I
it's
feel like-
fine. It's for little people with little arms, you know?
I have little
You're the
arms.
lightweight class. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Different
Oh.
strokes for different folks. That's our motto.
Yeah.
Both
Ah.
Sometimes
You think
the
I
jokes write themselves.
I have to I could like each one has to be different. You know, like how you could put stuff in it. Like, you know, when you make like slime, it has like those styrofoam balls.
Mhm.
Like we could do that, like fucking arts and crafts project.
yes.
Like our husbands would be like, "What the fuck is happening?" Be like, "Listen, just go with it."
This is gonna sweep the nation. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This is the next big idea. Okay.
Just stay still and try to stay hard enough. Don't get freaked out. So we need to make a mold. Just don't be weirded out because I need you to stay where you're supposed to stay. Like,
Yeah. Please.
yeah, like, just go with it.
Just go with it. That's all we need. It's just for the prototype. Come on. Okay. Then we'll work on it.
That
That
would
fucking-
get me. No. You know how like the talent at the bar? Someone
Yeah.
said that if they had a clone of their thing, I would be like, let's see.
Like they're just carrying it around. They like open their trench coat. They're like, pick one.
They're just handing out their dicks. Like
So crazy. Like, fucking here you go.
Try it before you buy it.
Yeah.
I love that.
There are phone numbers written on each one.
Yes. This is like the best calling card ever.
Oh my god, yes.
Listen, if you're listening to us and you're brave enough to try this, please let us know.
Let us know how many phone calls you get.
Or if you get thrown into prison. Like,
Is it a sex crime to hand out dildos of yourself?
I don't know.
Is it called unsolicited like porn or something?
Like, yeah, would it be like an unsolicited pic when it's like a statue
Sexual
of your
harassment.
Maybe if you
Could be
ask
harassment.
first before
Yeah, you have to ask
showing.
first. You need consent, guys. If you're gonna hand out your dick, you need consent.
Right.
Yeah,
so ask them first.
probably.
Be like, hey, I would love to give you my number, but I only carry it on my dick. Would you like to
That's a
see
great
it?
pickup line. I like carry my phone number on my dick.
Like, hey, that would. I'd be like, hey, can I buy you a drink? Like that would work.
I'm
That is the
curious.
best pickup line ever.
Yeah.
I haven't
That
heard
would-
that one before, you know.
That like no, I don't think anyone has.
If you
Like,
have,
okay.
let us know. Tell
How
us a
heavy
story.
would your coat be if you're like, I have all these dicks hanging off of it?
How big's your dick?
I just feel like it'd just be like bulky. People think you're like have a gun or something. They like pat you down. You're like, no, it's okay. It's my dick.
I'm really gonna pick up some women tonight.
Or men.
Or men, if that's
it
what
could
you're
be
into.
either, yeah.
Yeah.
I
You're
feel like
giving
that
up
would
your dick.
work better in a gay bar.
Maybe.
I think that would work exceptionally well in a game.
Well, that's because like women have been like burned too much by like straight men that we
Yeah.
have to like walk around as like, oh my god, like stay away from me.
Yeah.
But like at a gay bar with other gay men, I guess you might feel safer.
Yeah.
Like I know like gay men can also be toxic as fuck, but like
Gay men celebrate their dicks.
yeah,
But when straight men celebrate their dicks near women, it scares women.
it's creepy. That's because we're
Yeah.
attacked many times.
Yeah, no, it's their doing. Like they set
Yeah.
the precedent, okay?
Yeah, like blame all the people before you. Like that, it's gonna take
Yeah.
several generations of women being treated well for women
And
no longer.
so
to be
far, we
treated.
have yet to be treated well.
There's
so-
been 0 time. So like, it's gonna
so-
take like 100 years, I think. Like, and then maybe all that trauma will be.
I doubt it.
100 years from now, because I'm thinking
Mhm.
like 100 years from progress. We're
No.
actually not 100 years from now.
100 years from now, if it started today, of like men being not gross pricks, and that I think it would take like 100 years. We'd have to like forget all the jerks.
It'd have to go through like 3 generations.
Yeah, like
minimum.
it have to. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like we'd have to forget, like just like we forgot about the Spanish flu. So like
Yeah. Or the Holocaust.
yeah. So since we forgot
World
about
War.
that, it's been 100 years. So like since
Yeah, and we already forgot. So here's hoping. Fingers crossed. If you're listening to this in 100 years, let us know how we did.
is it safe to hand out your dick at bars?
They're like bootlegging this because all form of media has been banished.
It's
except for
owned by
state media.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon and Disney.
And Google.
Meta.
Depends on who your
Musk.
corporate overlords are. So like instead of countries, it'd be like corporations
Mm-hmm.
and like who your loyalty is to. Like
Yeah,
that.
very Outer Worlds, but on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's left? Like in bunkers. It's
Yeah.
Outer Worlds meets Fallout.
Oh my
Like,
god.
together.
It's terrifying. I won't be here to see it, so it's fine.
It's fine. That's somebody else's problem.
Well, thank you. Do we have any more talents to talk about?
One last one I could think of is like, you know, when people play poker and they do like the tricks with like all their chips and stuff.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty
Oh, the
cool.
finger.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like I like my fucking like
I feel like it's hand tricks.
Any hand trick.
Like that's fucking cool. Like it's like when people do that like knife one that's really fast.
Oh, like
yeah, it scares the hell out of me, but also I'm like, that's so cool. Like I would be so scared, but like you're so confident in your ability to not stab yourself. That's crazy.
A weird trick, like a cool trick that would like make me vomit. Like if you're like taking your shoes off and you're showing me you can paint with your like holding a paintbrush with your toes.
With your feet.
I have this thing I can't. I'm like, please don't show me your feet. But like that's not a talent. I'd be like, okay.
So hand tricks, not feet tricks.
Yes.
Okay.
the feet tricks would make me leave. Like that'd be like, no.
Fair. I also don't want to see strangers' feet. Like maybe if I've known you for a while, you can show me your cool feet trick. But like at the bar, I'm just meeting you. Not the time. Context
right,
is
if
important.
We're friends, I'd be like, hey, look at this cool trick I can do.
Yeah.
Or like, if you don't have hands, like that's fine. That's how you live. That's not a cool trick.
They are your hands.
That's
like
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, if you have hands and you're taking off your shoes, I don't want it. Whatever you're about to show me, no, thank you. Like, it could be like web toes. I'm still like, no.
No, thank you.
No dice.
Thank you.
No dice, home slice.
Like you could have Frodo feet, and I'm still like, no. That's like maybe next week kind of thing. Like, no.
Yeah, like let me get to know you first before taking off your socks.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Like I'd rather you even keep your socks on while we do it. Like, so like that.
Until I get to know you.
Yeah, like feet, like bare feet is like you need to like be married kind of thing. Like I don't want to see your bare feet before then.
Save it for marriage.
That's right. Like there's some things that should be saved until marriage, and that's
some
bare
things
feet.
are sacred. Okay.
Yeah. Like,
no, I get it. So I feel like this was almost like a dating advice episode on what straight men should do and shouldn't do. So no to podcasts, no to feet.
There you go.
And
yes to dildos.
And hand tricks.
Yeah.
And hand tricks.
Easy peasy. Not that hard.
Well, thank you all so much for listening. Don't forget to listen or watch on our YouTube our Best of Opinionated Lushes that was released last week. And let us know if there's any moments that you think is funny that we missed, because we would love to hear that. Also, we are running low on topics. So if there's something you want us to talk about, there is no topic we will shy away from. Just let us know in the comments wherever you are listening. And that includes Spotify. You can comment on episodes there as well. Is there anything else I forgot to plug?
Yes. If you want to be awesome, like Stephanie Hurst, our VIP Patreon, go to our Patreon and do VIP, and you get a shout out at the end of our episodes.
Yeah.
Like Stephanie Hurst.
Like
Hi.
Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. We also have tons of other tiers starting at $5 where you can see a lot of stuff, get a lot of like first notices, get exclusive access to our Patreon area on our Discord. But then at the $10 and up tier, we have like pre-drinks episodes that we do every week, and just lots of other content whenever we have time to do other content. Yay.
And then a little edit there. It starts at $2 and then $5.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's the same thing, but the price is different now.
That's fine. Anyway, I'll do it. And we have tons of other things starting at $2 where, you can have access to a bunch of stuff on our Patreon. But at the $5 and up tier, you get access to our pre-drinks episodes where we release them every week. And it's what we're doing prepping before we get to recording the episode you are hearing right now.
Woo.
Yeah. So don't forget to check out Opinionated Lushes. Don't forget to listen to our Books and Booze series on Thursdays, currently in season 3. And we will see you all next time.
Good night.
See you next week.
Bye.